Please, go ahead, ma'am.
President, why is it so important to you to own it when you have a military presence there, which you could expand to affect security?
Because when we own it, we defend it. Right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way.
The world's largest island, a landmass covered in ice that appears on the map as if it lies at the edge, yet has now moved to the very center of global geopolitics. With a population of only about 56,000 people, around 80% of its area covered by an ice sheet, and still, the world's most powerful countries are standing behind it. When Donald Trump said that
We need Greenland for national security.
Greenland is extremely important and that America needs control over it, the world initially thought it was just another strange statement. But in reality, the reasons behind Greenland expose one of the most dangerous power struggles of the 21st century. Greenland is technically not an independent country. It is an autonomous territory of Denmark. This means Greenland has its own local government and parliament, but defense and foreign policy are controlled by Denmark. The people of Greenland are Danish citizens. The economy is primarily based on fishing, and Denmark provides an annual subsidy of approximately $600 million because surviving in the Arctic region with such a small population is not easy. But what is suddenly making Greenland powerful is not its economy, but its geography.
In many ways, Greenland is on the front line of climate change. Today, its ice cap is the single biggest contributor to global sea level rises.
Climate change has completely transformed Greenland's role. Over the past few decades, Greenland's ice sheet has melted so rapidly that thousands of square kilometers of new land are being exposed every year. Beneath this newly revealed land lies some of the world's most valuable resources. According to geological surveys, Greenland has enormous potential reserves of rare earth elements, uranium, iron ore, zinc, lead, and oil and gas. Rare earth elements include minerals such as neodymium, dysprosium, terbium, and praseodymium, which form the backbone of modern technology. Experts believe that in the future, around 25 to 30% of the world's undeveloped rare earth potential could be located in Greenland.
These resources largely have stayed in the ground. Many, if not all, of the big projects have been stalled.
The name rare earth elements may suggest scarcity, but without them, the modern world simply cannot function. From smartphones to electric vehicles, wind turbines, satellites, missiles, and fighter jets, everything depends on rare earths. A single F-35 fighter jet uses around 400 kilograms of rare earth elements. The problem is that today, almost complete control over the global rare earth supply lies with China.
China has dramatically tightened export controls over rare earth and battery materials.
China accounts for roughly 60% of global rare earth mining and about 90% of processing. This means that if China were to shut down the supply chain, the defense and technology industries of America and Europe could come to a standstill. This is where Greenland becomes a game changer because it has the potential to break China's monopoly. Beyond resources, Greenland's greatest strength is its location. Greenland sits near the Arctic Circle between North America and Europe. If a missile conflict were ever to occur between Russia and the United States, the shortest route for intercontinental ballistic missiles would be over the North Pole, and right right in the middle of that route lies Greenland. This is why the United States established the Pituffik Space Base, formerly Thule Air Base, in Greenland decades ago. This base is considered critical for missile early warning systems, space surveillance, and Arctic defense. From here, the United States monitors Russian missile activity and movements in space.
Russia views the Arctic as its future battlefield. It is deploying submarines in the Arctic region, increasing military drills, and seeking control over the northern sea route. This route could become a new trade highway between Asia and Europe, significantly shorter than the Suez Canal route. Russian activity around Greenland is a clear warning for the United States and NATO. America believes that if it does not maintain strong control over Greenland, the balance of power in the Arctic could slip from its hands.
In this context, Trump's statement about ownership begins to make sense.
Countries have to have ownership, and you defend ownership, you don't defend leases. And we'll have to defend Greenland.
Trump believed that simply having a military base is not enough. His famous logic was, you defend ownership, not leases. In other words, if you own the land, you defend it with full force. But if it is only held through agreements or leases, protection during a crisis can be weaker. According to Trump, control over Greenland could be non-negotiable for America's national security. However, both Denmark and Greenland clearly rejected this idea.
Denmark hasn't done a good job at keeping Greenland safe.
Denmark stated bluntly, Greenland is not for sale.
I'm a human. Humans are not for sale. We are not for sale. You are not for sale in your country. You know that.
For Europe, this was not just a Greenland issue, but a matter of sovereignty and international law. If a superpower openly talks about buying an autonomous territory, it sets a dangerous precedent for the world. The most important question remains what the people of Greenland want. According to BBC surveys, around 85% of Greenlanders do not want to become part of the United States. Only about 6% support the idea, while the rest are either undecided or neutral. Locals say they are not anyone's property. For them, this debate has brought the idea of independence even closer. After Trump's statements, the independence movement in Greenland grew stronger, and in elections, parties that want to decide their own future gained greater support. Today, Greenland is no longer just a block of ice. It has become the intersection of climate change, resource warfare, military strategy, and great power competition. America wants it for security, China for resources and influence, and Russia for military dominance. But the 56,000 people living there are saying only one thing: Greenland belongs to Greenlanders. And perhaps hidden within this is the biggest question of 21st century geopolitics. Will the future be decided only by powerful nations, or will smaller nations be able to make their own voices heard? Now, only time will tell whether Greenland will remain independent and stand on its own, or if leaders like Trump will try to take it away from Denmark's control. What do you think about Greenland's future? Let us know your opinion in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends.